and welcome to all the participants joined in the daily virtual program on work-life balance, conducted by Professional Skills Enrichment Committee of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, in association with Heartfulness. We have with us today's resource person, Mr. Rajiv Gupta sir, and our expert, Mr. Deepak Khanduri sir from Heartfulness. We welcome you both in this platform. With this, I am introducing our today's resource person, Rajiv Gupta sir. He is a versatile individual blending a background as a heartfulness trainer, brighter minds, and life coach with a distinguished career as an ex-Indian Air Force officer with a double postgraduate engineering degree. He brings both technical expertise and creativity to life as a poet and writer and captures deep insights and emotion. Together, these experiences reflect his commitment to continuous growth, self discovery, and inspiring others to live with purpose and mindfulness. With this brief introduction, I hand over the session to Rajiv Gupta sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. And I heartily welcome all the participants online. It's my proud privilege to be part of this session. This is my third session in this forum. Today, I'll be sharing my presentation to begin with. Before I share my presentation, as a customary, what we have been doing, let's do centering for a couple of minutes. And this really helps us to focus our attention to this present moment and try to grasp whatever maximum you can grasp and whatever maximum I can deliver. So let's all close our eyes gently. Take a couple of deep breath. लंबी गहरी सांस लें और छोड़ें. अब अपना ध्यान अपने हृदय की तरफ लेकर जाएं. Please bring your attention to your heart. Connect to the divine within with a prayerful attitude, love, and devotion. With a prayer that may this session be a fruitful one, and we all learn together something more for our lives to evolve. May the purpose of this session becomes a success. With this prayer, we'll just keep our eyes closed for a couple of minutes. That's all. We can gently open our eyes. Thank you all very much and welcome once again to this session. Now, today, let me just share my presentation. Okay, my presentation topic today is Quest for Change through Introspection. Now, in any spiritual system, it is said often enough that we have to divert our attention from outside to inside. There is a need to look within. There is a need to divert our attention inside. And that is the key for our spiritual progress, improvement. And what better way it could be than the one which this topic talks about, the introspection. We need to really look within, ask questions to ourselves, find out what lies beneath, what is inside, what is me, what is our thought process, feelings, emotions. So we need to really divert our attention inward. And that is what my topic today is. Quest for change through introspection. So if we need to change, we first need to introspect, look within. That's the basic aspect, key aspect of any spiritual pursuit. Now, let me bring to the next point. Why do we need introspection? What is the purpose of introspection? The first point is this: introspection cultivates self-awareness. See, it is very important for all of us to understand that we need to be aware. And the consciousness, the basic fundamental definition of consciousness is the degree of awareness. So if we are not really aware of ourselves, I think we are very consciously very limited. So therefore, introspection cultivates self-awareness. More and more you introspect, more and more you will be aware of yourself. So it's very important that we need to introspect. It leads to stepping out of one's comfort zone. This is another point because we are all used to living in the comfort zone. We conduct several sessions when we ask people to start meditation, maybe for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and the people can't sit for more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They will open their eyes because they feel so discomforted. They are not comfortable closing their eyes. It's very difficult to look within, to look ourselves inside. So we are used to living in comfort zone. Once you are introspecting, looking inside, you are stepping out of your own comfort zone. So that's the challenge. We need to accept that. So it's important for us to come out of comfort zone. It is deeply personal journey of self-discovery and empowerment. This is very important. If we start looking inside, it's your individual journey. It is our individual journey, and through the process of discovery, we empower ourselves. So this is the point. Conventional learning is generally a one-way traffic. All of us know very well that whatever we have been taught in school, colleges, whatever we have learned from society, whatever we see around, our elders have taught us, we just take them as gospel truth, and it becomes a one-way traffic without questioning. We just keep learning, and we just create that kind of understanding, and this is what becomes just a one-way traffic. There is no two-way flow. So it's important for us to introspect, otherwise conventional learning will lead nowhere. Knowledge acquired gets really questioned. So we acquire a lot of knowledge. There's so much of learning which we have, during our college days, school days, or through various societal norms, and we accept everything, and without really questioning why this knowledge, whether it is true, whether it is right or wrong. There's hardly any need we feel to question. So this is where we need to really introspect. And then the next point, the rituals, dogmas, and beliefs learned from family, friends, and society, they hardly, we hardly go into deeper exploration of it. We just believe in that. पहले बचपन में सीखा कि काली बिल्ली ने रास्ता काट दिया, उसको क्रॉस नहीं करना है. I mean, these are all the beliefs which we are carrying. We have several things which we are carrying forward without really knowing the reason behind it. There are several belief systems. They may be good or for bad, whatever reason, but we just need to, before accepting that, we really need to understand what is the genesis behind it, what is the science behind it, and we really don't go deep inside. So therefore it is very, very important to know what are the reasons for why we follow certain rituals, dogmas, and beliefs. What is the purpose behind it? That understanding has to be there, and for that we need to explore deeply, and that needs introspection. The next point is challenging conventional wisdom fuels creativity and innovation. So we have conventional wisdom. There is a very, from the childhood we are really made to understand that we need to study, we need to gain qualification to earn bread and butter, to sustain family. So there is a very conventional way of learning. It does not go beyond the boundaries of our conventional thought process. So if we don't challenge that, then we will not have creativity or innovation. There is a new way of understanding, new way of creativity that will not be possible if we don't challenge the conventional wisdom which we have gathered over a period of time. So that's the general norm. We follow conventional way of learning. We do not go beyond that. So if you need to do that, it is important to know what is to introspect and look within, so that you can increase your creativity and innovation. Questioning is essential to uncover truth. This is another related point, because anything which has been learned, taught, or you have experienced, it is important to dive deep, to keep asking question till you reach to the root cause of that particular thing. So we need to if we need to really uncover the truth, it is absolutely essential that we keep asking question till we find the truth, till we reach to the end. So that's the important aspect. Flexibility, resilience, and willingness helps to explore realities. So having a rigid approach, not being resilient, unwilling, these are the things which will really will make you to live in falsehood. The realities of things will be revealed to us if we are flexible, if we are resilient and willingness. And for that we need to really look within that, whether am I flexible, am I resilient, willing to really explore the realities, or am I rigid enough to carry on whatever is going on, what is the need to change. So there is important aspect for all of us to understand these aspects. So the introspection is a very key. Asking questions nurtures curiosity and thirst for lifelong learning. So learning doesn't end. Even if you are towards the end of your life, the learning still continues. We learn every moment, we learn every day, we learn year after year. So it's how you learn. If you stop your mind to really go deeper into it, there'll be a stall in learning. You will not go beyond a point of time. So it is important that we keep asking question, more questions. That means you will look for answers, and that is where the learning will continue. The thirst will be there, alive all throughout the life, and this is a lifelong process. So introspection, that is possible only if we continue to introspect. And one could ask any question, but it should stem from trigger within. This is another important aspect. No, we have a tendency to ask questions for the sake of asking question. I think that is not the right way. In case if it really triggers within, that you are asking genuinely a question, then you will look for answer and genuine answer. Otherwise, you the asking question for the heck of asking question will not serve the purpose. So it has to trigger. Oh no, there has to be some trigger within. Then you can keep asking. If any question should have a absolute trigger from within, then only it will help you to find a suitable answer. So having understood these few fundamentals, why do we need to introspect? It's an introspection is a lifelong process. We need to continue every day, every time, whenever possible, whenever we have time. Now, today we will have an exam. Are you all ready for exam? I mean, unfortunately, I can't get the response, but we will have an exam. So any exam will have a subjective question and objective question. So there are two parts of my presentation today. One will be subjective question and another will be objective questions. Please do not worry. You have to answer and you have to assess your own answer. So there's no third person to assess you. So please, there'll be first, I'll be posing subjective questions and then we will have the objective questions. And these are all basically the introspective questions. And the subjective questions, you may not really find an answer immediately, but you can just brood over and maybe you can find an answer later and make a note of it, because these questions will give you a lot of insight. Now, the subjective part, before I flash these questions, I need to set the context right. In a spiritual process, it is important that we pass through different, different points, different milestones. The way we pass through in our career, in our physical life, different milestone. We go through the childhood, then we school education, college education, job, family. So there are different milestones in our in our physical world. Similarly, in spirituality, it is important that we pass through different milestones, what we call different points, different chakras, because they have relevance in our spiritual growth, inner growth. So the first part is primarily, the first subjective questions will primarily be related with the points which they have the attributes leading to those points. If you dive deeper and start answering those questions, you will understand the spiritual essence. So like in heartfulness, there is a system of thing that we have a heart region, then we have a mind region, then we have a the central region. So the heart region, we have a 5 C's, what we call the contentment. Then we have the calmness. Then we have compassion. Then we have courage, and then clarity. These are the 5 points. If you have these 5 attributes, then you are towards the spiritual journey. You are evolving in spirituality. So this 5 questions, these subjective questions will give a little bit of insight pertaining to these points. If you answer them and if you transcend them, then probably we are on a right track. So let's proceed further. Introspective question. The first question is, what are my strong likes and dislikes? It is important for all of us to make a note of it, that what do I like the most and what do I dislike the most. You need to find an answer, and why. If you are liking something or disliking something, why are you doing that? Is it serving your purpose? So this is first part, first question. You can make a note of it and find your own answer. What are my strongest desires and aspirations? क्या मेरी इच्छाएं क्या है, aspirations क्या है? Find out, dive deep within and find answers to these questions. What are your strongest desires and aspirations? Then what am I worried or concerned about? किस चीज की चिंता मुझे बहुत ज्यादा है, जिसकी वजह मैं बार बार परेशान होता हूं या होती हूं? So this is what you just look within, find your own answer. Then what do I feel guilty about or regret? What are the things which really I was to do but I couldn't do? Or what are the things which I should not have done, I have done, and which I regret now? And this is what this guilt which you are carrying. What are those things? Can you note down those points? Please have an introspection, find out about yourself, and find an answer to this. Make a note of it. Then what do I want more of? Or kya chahiye? What is more needed in our life? Whatever I have, what do I want? What do I want more of? This is another question. Then what is making me restless? What is that I am not really at peace? What are the things which is really troubling me? Why am I restless? What is the reason behind? What is the genesis of this restlessness? Then what is creating anger, irritation, frustration, annoyance in me? If you are able to find answers to these questions, I am certain that half of your problem gets solved, because now at least you will have a direction to move. Many a times because we really take things for granted and we move on in life, and we really do not focus on these aspects, because they will allow you to set direction in your life if you find answers to these questions. What makes me feel afraid or anxious? This is a very key question. Most of the time, people feel that we are victim of anxiety. We are so fearful. The fears, unknown fear, the fear of future, the trauma of past. So there is so much of things which is there. What makes me feel afraid or anxious? Then the next question is that, do I feel confused or unclear? Am I clear about it? If anything comes in my life, if any challenge comes in my life, do I feel confused or I have clarity in my thought? So if you look at these 9 questions, you will find that they have certain qualities embedded in them. The first 4 or 5 questions will tell you, are you content? Do you have contentment? The fifth question, the fifth question talks about what is making me restless. This is where you need to have calmness. It talks about the second C. First is this contentment. We need to be content. So if you find answer to first 5 questions and follow a spiritual pursuit, then you will start moving towards the contentment. And the sixth question talks about what is making me restless. This will, if you find an answer and you pursue the practice, spiritual practice, the heartfulness way of practice, then you will find the calmness within you. And what is creating anger, irritation, frustration, annoyance? If you really dive deep and pursue the practice of heartfulness, then you will develop compassion, care. And the next question, what makes me feel afraid or anxious? Then this is where a lot of fear. All of us are so fearful. If we really understand this and pursue the practice, then you will develop courage. And do I feel confused or unclear? This is where a lot of dilemma comes. We are not really clear about it, what to do in life, how to move ahead in life. So there is requirement of clarity. There is a requirement of wisdom. When that clarity comes in, then you really you know what to do, what not to do. So these questions will give you an insight of your own personality. They help you to build your own personality. And this just introspection is the beginning. And if you continue, if you associate these answers and follow the practice of meditation, then it helps to find the suitable answers, and it will help you to achieve all 5 C's which I have mentioned. So this is what will help. So these are the questions which are subjective. I'm sure you might have noted down. I urge all of you to find an answer and see if it can help you. Now the objective questions. The answer of these questions will be either yes or no. There are only either yes or no, and you can write down yes or no answer. And this will help you in introspecting yourself from within to see how well you know yourself, how well you are on a track of on a right path, So it will help you to negotiate your life in a better way. So let's move to the next set of questions. These are 30 questions. So you will have 30 yes or no. So just you need to write yes or no. The first question is, do I introspect regularly? That is the topic today. Do I do that? Please write down yes or no. Regularly means you may be doing at least if once a week or sometimes daily or once a month, whatever. There is some regularity in introspection. If you are doing it, write yes. Otherwise, no. Do I feel satisfied with myself the way I am? In the present context, whatever my state of being is there, am I satisfied? Am I contented? Yes or no. Next, do I know my habits which I wish to get rid of? See, all of our victims of our habits. We know some habits are not good, some habits are good to carry on. So, do I know what are the habits which I wish to get rid of? Many a times we do not really introspect. We do not know what are the habits which are inhibiting our progress or our career progression or our well-being. So we need to know. Do I know my habits? If you know, then write yes. Otherwise, no. Do I wish to change them? Knowing is one thing, and changing is another thing. So, do I wish to change them? If yes, write yes. Otherwise, no. Do I know my strengths? Do I know my limitations? All of us have a lot of strength, a lot of limitations. We ignore. We have a blind eye towards them. It's important that we dive deep and find out our strengths. There are several things, many things which we do not know, that we have a lot of skill sets inside, a lot of capabilities inside. It is only when you dive deep, then you will start learning that, oh, I can do this. If you really know your strengths fully, you write yes, otherwise no. Or limitation in that case also. Do I know my subconscious mind is a program? This is a very key question. We all are driven by our subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is a program mind. We learn a lot of things from our childhood through our adulthood, from society, from people, from books. And more we learn, more and more we dive deeper, we try to send those understanding in deep down in your subconscious. And that subconscious is nothing but a program. And that program, we become slave of that program. And that's how we find it difficult to change our mindsets. So first of all, the question is, do I know my subconscious mind is a program? Pata hai mujhe ki nahi pata hai? We need to write that, yes or no. If you are not knowing, then write no. Do I know that I can rewrite this program? Now, these two questions are very pertinent from the heartfulness practice. There is a heartfulness rejuvenation, heartfulness cleaning, through which, but if you use it properly, then we can clean our subconscious. We can rewrite our program. We can become what we should become, or what we want to become. So that is the thing which will help you. Do I know I have control over my reactions? See, this is another question all of us should know. Can I control my reactions? There are two aspects of our being. If we are in trouble, it causes pain. It causes pain. But if we react negatively to that pain, it causes suffering. So we may not have control over pain, but we certainly have control over our sufferings. And that suffering can be controlled if we take control over our reactions. So do I know that? Am I aware of that? Are you aware of that? If you are aware of that, write yes. If not, write no. Do I know what truly makes me joyful? A very big question. And all of us want to be joyful. But what really makes you joyful? पता है क्या चीज अच्छी लगती है जिसकी वजह से मुझे joyful लगे? So do I know that? Answer it accordingly. Next question, do I know my thoughts carry subtle energy? This is another question. When we go to let's say, temple, why do we feel good about it? Why we feel so peaceful? Because everybody going there goes with a very pious thought. So if 100 people are going with pious thought, they carry subtle energy. And that subtle energy creates an egregore, an environment. And when we go inside the temple, you are hit by that environment. And that environment is pious environment, peaceful environment. When we go to mortuary, there is a different environment. When we go to hospital, there is a different environment. So there is a subtle energy. Every thought has subtle energy. Do I know that? Right? Yes or no? Do I know my thoughts affect me and others? If you think negatively, if you think positively, there is energy. Every thought carries energy. So if it affects you and it creates a surrounding, as in the previous question, so that it affects others also. So do I know that? Am I aware of that? My thoughts affect me and others? Next question. Do I know how to energize and motivate myself? What are the ways? Am I aware of that? Do I know my core values? What are my fundamental values, which are the basing ground of my existence? We many times we do not know what our values. How, I mean, to the at the discreetest possible level. So we may not know. So it's important for us to understand our core values. Do I know my passions? This is another question. I recently retired from Air Force actually, and many things which we do not know that you are so passionate about. I have been fond of singing, but in a very casual way. But lately, I started to feel that I have a lot of passion for this, and I joined a classical, vocal in Hindustani Shastri Sangeet vocal, and I started learning that. And then I started realizing that it's my passion actually. Now I really feel I get driven by it. That's how I'm passionate about. So many times we do not know what I'm passionate about it. We learn so late. So do I know my passions? It's important for us, all of us, to know that. If I know, you write. If you know, you write yes. Otherwise, no. Do I know what I fear? All of us have fears. Fear of unknown, fear of uncertainties, a lot of unwarranted fears. So what are my fears? Do I know how to overcome my fears? So knowing fear is one thing. I should also know that how should I overcome my fears? Do I know that? Just write yes or no. Do I know how to manage my stress? In modern context, we all of us know that how stressful we are. And we do not know how to manage our stress. Do I know what my regrets are? We have a lot of regrets in life. So if we learn from our regrets, probably we will not commit those mistakes again. So do I know my regrets? Do I know how to utilize my time effectively? This time management is critical for all of us. Every time we keep talking about time management, but do I really know how to utilize my time effectively? The next few questions are, do I know the real meaning of love and gratitude? There's a lot being talked about that we love, offer gratitude. So, but do I know real meaning? What it really means? Now I'm getting into a little deeper questions. Do I know what success means to me? These are all questions which I have just, but these are all written by me. I mean, I have not picked up anything from outside. This is just few questions which I feel that we all need to introspect. Do I know how to build healthy relationships? Do I know how to communicate effectively? We all communicate, but do I know how to communicate effectively? Do I know my responsibilities towards nature? A key question. All of us, we keep talking about that we should be in tune with nature. But do I know my responsibilities? Yes or no? Do I know the purpose of my life? This is a deep question. Now I'm getting a little deeper into it. Do I know the purpose of my life? All that thing, whatever we are doing, if we are not clear about what is my purpose of life, do I know my long and short term goals? Do I know what spiritualism and materialism are? The bird can fly on using two wings. In life, we call that one wing is spiritual, another one is material. So do I know what the spirituality means, what materiality means? How do we balance them? Do I know who I am? A very, 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 very funda core question. And the last question is, do I know who God is? So these 30 questions, I'm sure all of you must have answered in yes or no. And I can't get a poll that how many have you answered yes or no. Let's assume if you have 15 yes and 15 no, that means you still need to convert these 15 no's to yes. So if you have more yes, that means more aware you are. That means more evolved you are. So I urge all of you and request all of you to make note of these questions and convert your no's to yes. Try introspecting each and every question and keep converting your no to yes. That should be the real quest for change. So if you can do that, I'm sure you will change for better. With this, I conclude my presentation, and let's begin our journey by introspecting and finding the solution from within. I am sure it will help each one of us. That's what my submission is there. So I hereby end my presentation. Now, if you have any questions, should we ask questions at the later part of the? I think we'll go ahead with the with the meditation part, and then we'll ask the questions later. Okay, thank you for listening to me. I hope I'm not taking too much of time. I think it's just around 5 minutes more I've taken, but that was in the context I had to cover up every point. And if I have been able to cover and at least trigger some kind of quest in you, then I am sure I'll take it as a success of my coverage here. So now what we will do, we will have two parts of in this part of our discussion. The first part will be we'll do a fear detox. I think we have been doing in my earlier two sessions, we did relaxation followed by meditation. But today I would do a fear detox because all of us have some fear or the other, and we are really worried about this fear, and we try to find solution and unnecessarily break our head and create more fear. So in heartfulness way of practices, there is a fear detox, and I will do it briefly because the time limited time. So maybe for 5-10 minutes I'll do the fear detox, and 10-15 minutes or so we'll do the meditation. So I hope all of you are ready. So just gently close your eyes. Now fear detox means we are just trying to detoxify ourselves, and we just trying to remove our fear through a process of spiritual practice, which we do often enough when we are in grip of fear. Okay, so you gently close your eyes and sit comfortably. Now move your attention above your head, just above your head. Take a thought that divine energy is coming from above, entering your head, moving down to entire head. The divine energy coming from above, entering your head, moving through your head from top towards lower side. From head, it is now entering into your neck. From there is entering into your heart. As it is moving from above, entering through your head, neck, and heart, keep a parallel thought that all the complexities, impurities, grossness, fear, they're all melting and going away along with this divine current. They're all being swept away by this good divine current. So now this divine current has moved to your heart. From the left side, your entire left chest area, from there it is moving to your left shoulder, sweeping away all the complexities, impurities, grossness, fears. From there, it is entering your left hand, your bicep, your lower hand, wrist, palms, moving to your fingers, and through all your fingertips. Now it is going out. All the complexities, impurities, grossness, fear, fears, they're all getting swept away through the hand, through the fingertips of your left hand. Just feel that. Now, after few minutes, today we will just make it a brief detoxification, but you can do it for 3-4 minutes when you do at home on your own. Now you can stop this and again take a thought that the divine current coming up from above, entering your head, through your neck, through your heart. It is now going down through your torso, धड़ से होते हुए आपके hip area, left hip, left leg, thighs, left calf muscles, left foot, and from fingers of your left foot, all these complexities, impurities, grossness, fears are going out, are getting swept away by this divine current. Just feel that this divine current which is coming from above is sweeping away all the complexities, impurities, grossness, and fears. And they are all moving out from the fingers of your left foot. Now you can stop that. Now again you take a thought, the divine current entering your head, coming down your head, neck, entering your heart, through your heart. It is coming to your right side of your chest area now. And from right side of your chest area, it is coming to your right shoulders. Earlier it was left, now it is right shoulder. From there, now it is going down your right hand, upper arm, lower arm, wrist, palms, fingers, fingertips. All the complexities, impurities, grossness, fears are getting swept away by this divine current flowing from above. And they are leaving your right hand fingertips. Just feel that. Now you can hold that and take a thought again that divine current which is entering from above into your head, through your head, down to your neck, to your heart, to your right chest area. From there to your torso, dhad, middle body, to your now right side hips, right thigh, right knee, right calf muscles, ankles, heels, heel, foot, and all the fingers. And through these fingers, all the complexities, impurities, grossness, fears, they are all getting swept away. साफ हो रहे हैं. Feel that. ऐसा महसूस करें. This process of your detox now is completed. This you can do it whenever you feel like detoxifying your fear at home on your own for around 10 minutes. It will help you to reduce your fears. How will we meditate? Remain in the same state. Bring your attention to your heart and take a thought that divine light is present in your heart. Let's meditate with complete devotion, love. Please start meditation. That's all. बस कीजिए. Now you can gently open your eyes. Okay, so if you have any questions, I think a few more minutes are left as far as the time schedule is concerned. If you have any questions,
No, sir.
yes, you can put in the
There is
chat
no question
box.
for today.
Sorry,
Sir, there is no question for today.
there is no question today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So either it is fully understood or it is not understood at all. There are two possibilities if there are no questions. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I hope everyone enjoyed and understood what I really wanted to put forth. The purpose of this presentation was with a single objective that we must learn to introspect, look within, ask questions to ourselves. We have a tendency to look outward, question others, question everything outside, why this is happening, why somebody is doing this way, why that is being done this way. So we spend a lot of energy, waste our energy in doing that. So it's important that the same life energy we must divert inside and ask questions so that we find answers. And in finding answers, we will evolve, we will move ahead in life, and we will change for better. That is all from my side. Thank you very much for joining, and my heartfelt thanks to all of you, and good night. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for delivering this wonderful session and making this session very interesting. And thanks to all the participants who have joined this session. And also thanks to our expert, Mr. Deepak Kanduri, sir, for being with us throughout the session. With this, we are concluding this session. Thank you all.
Thank you.